What's up, guys? It's Ruka here, back with another week of Idol news for you guys, and we have Steve
Mm,
back with us.
Yay.
Again, gotta turn
I'm
my
so
cam the
happy.
other way.
I'm so happy. It's not
Mhm.
like I got sent back to the United States because of the coronavirus or anything. I don't have it.
Uh,
I don't have it. My Japanese school, Nanzan, I'll call them out on this, decided to cancel their study abroad programs and then sent us all back.
mm,
How happy I when everything was going good.
mm,
I had to leave behind all my friends and about to get a job too. So that's fantastic.
mm. Yeah,
Just
it
some
was it was rough. You
passive
talked with
aggression.
me about it when everything was going down.
Yeah. And I guess if it's fine with you, Ruka, I have a few announcements
No,
that
no,
I
totally. Go
to
ahead.
want to say. I'll probably do another separate video on these, maybe giving more in depth on these. So first of all, this is gonna sound really weird to a lot of you guys. You guys probably won't understand, but so I kind of have quit being an Idol fan. See, you hear that and you're kind of like, what are you talking about? So, when I was in Japan, I made literally within this past couple weeks, I made the decision that I wanted to become staff for idols, and in order to become staff for idols, I cannot be a fan. So I quit being a fan. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this signed shirt, but this is the only shirt that I have of my group. Probably shouldn't be wearing this, but but I'm no longer a fan. I can't really be doing any fan activities, more or less. I mean, I can still enjoy the music of groups, but like I have to think about supporting the girls and members in a different way now that isn't being a fan. So I'm no longer an Idol fan. And let's just say I was literally on the cusps of becoming staff, or at least have an internship like position with my group before I got sent home. It was literally the day before Nanzan canceled their study abroad program and announced it to us. Fantastic. Um, so there's that. So I'm no longer an Idol fan. Um, so it's even now going to become harder to think of things what I can do for idols in general while I'm back here because of the situation going on in the United States. Like nothing is open. We can't do gatherings of 10 plus people now. I heard
Mm-hmm.
that's something I heard. So and plus I'm since I've came back 6 days ago, I'm doing a 2 week self quarantine. So I have about another 9 8 9 days left of that, so I can't even leave my house until then. So it's like, what am I going to be able to do for idols here now that I'm back? Like, I went to a situation where the coronavirus was present, and then they sent me back to a place where it's like, oh, now we're shutting everything down. Like, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So my life just got even worse, essentially. So yeah, good times and great things just happening. Um, so even before I came back to America, there's something that I decided that I wanted to do for idols, especially because now that I want to become idol staff, and I still want to show idols off to the world. That is my passion, and then not just idols. Well, obviously idols, but in particular, Nagoya idols. I want to show the world Nagoya idols because they don't really get any. Let's see, what's the word I'm trying? What's the word I'm
Exposure?
looking? Yeah, they don't get any exposure or repertoire because when people think of, and I'm not talking about mainstream idols here. I'm talking about underground idols mainly. But when people think about underground idols, they usually only think of Tokyo idols and then maybe Osaka idols. Nagoya Idols is not there at all. Like nobody knows about Nagoya Idols, underground idols. So it's my passion to kind of just bring them to the forefront along with the Nagoya and Osaka idols, just to show them off because there's a lot of great talent in Nagoya that just people do not know about, and I just want to bring it forth. So I decided that I want to do a project, well, my own personal project, but now that I'm not in Japan, it's going to be a lot harder, and because I'm also slightly a little bit depressed because I got sent back. Um, I don't know when I'm going to be able to start my project and do this, but so the name of my project is called the Nagoya Chica Project. Basically, just showing off Nagoya underground idols, just so more people can know about them.
Hmm.
It's I'm not gonna say it's kind I guess it would be kind of similar to what the Slope podcast has been doing with like introducing some of the idol groups that they have. Like I know they did Empire. I think that was the most recent one. I think they did
Hmm.
Wasuta. Was it Wasuta? Somebody did Wasuta. I'm not sure, but I know they did Hinata Zaka and I think Keyaki Zaka. I'm not sure
Hmm.
on that, but something maybe along the lines similar to what the Slow podcast has done, but I won't say it's exactly the same. I would just
Hmm.
say it's similar, but specifically with Nagoya idols, underground idols. So there is already like, I guess, a couple groups that I am thinking of doing because these are the groups that I can't say everything because like I want to confirm things first, like everything go through.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to mention everything until because if it doesn't go through, then it's like, oh, this can just they'll just go into the distance. I'm just what's the I'm terrible at talking. Like it'll just be blown away. No, everybody will forget it. But if it's confirmed, I will mention it.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's that. And I'm really looking forward to this project. Obviously, there was a video that I wanted to do before to start off the project. It was gonna be my personal like top, well, just personal groups that I would recommend the Nagoya idol groups that I would recommend. Basically, the ones that I saw the most while I was in Japan,
Hmm.
essentially, or in Nagoya. I would like just recommend those groups and then from there just do individual videos. And obviously I would do an own video on BSJ Project. Well, the BSJ Project has two main groups that they have, but I wanted to do a separate video on them because they're a lot closer to me and my heart because
Hmm.
that is the main group I went to go see, and also I'm very close to, or more close to the producer and the members than any of the other groups. Although I did see the other groups. So in time, I can make these videos. Because I know I say a lot like I will make these videos, and then I end up not doing it. For example, my experience of idols before Japan and then during Japan, I didn't end up making those. So, yeah, that's kind of terrible. So there's the two things I guess I want to announce that I'm no longer an idol fan because I want to be. I have the passion of being staff, so I cannot. And then two, the Nagoya Chica project that I want to do. So yeah, there's that.
All right. All right, then I guess we can go on now. We can talk about the 48 and 46 group news that we got from this week. If you want to go
Actually,
ahead, Steve, you can share your thoughts on some of the most recent stuff that has been going on that we discussed. I know that there was a couple things you wanted to talk about.
um, I mean, it's just mainly about my opinions on maybe the music videos because I
Hmm.
don't really know what you all discussed. If I had to be honest, I didn't really have time to watch those videos because I've been really, really busy now with online classes.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess my first thought is on Shitsune and Arigato. the new AKB single. It's trash.
Ugh.
I'm just going to give it straightforward. It's trash. The music video did not help it whatsoever.
Uh-uh.
But when I first heard the radio rip of it, I'm like, yeah, this song is absolute garbage. Why did they make this song? And I feel so bad for for Mizuki. Like, he, I feel so bad for Zuki. Like so bad because they had potential to do something great for her. Just show off the new gen, and then they just do this, and it's just pure garbage.
Hmm.
um, I would put it on the level of Shit Sign and then 48th Single, which I won't say the name of the 48th Single because I hate that song so much, but the passion. Um,
Ugh.
but it's on those levels of this song should have never been made. In my opinion, in
Oof.
my opinion, in my opinion, that's how bad it is. So it's not good. It's
I
not
mean,
good.
I get what you're coming from. I think that they could have done a lot better.
Oh, they could have done a lot better.
Like, even like I was telling you earlier, I said when I first heard it, it felt more like a B side than an A side, but then you were like, nah, B sides are better than this.
No, they are better than that song.
Uh, so yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's pretty bad.
Mm.
And then the only other song that we have that was revealed was Michan's grad song, right? That
I
was the
mean,
only
they
one that
did
was
release
released.
short versions of Teammates song and the Young Senpatsu song, but
Oh, I didn't
Michan's
even hear those. I didn't
Michan's
even listen to
graduation
those.
song was a full version, so we
Okay,
got
I
to
did
hear the
not.
full song.
I didn't listen to the short version, so I listened to Michan's song. Um, I thought it was a decent graduation song. Like it wasn't the best. I I did kind of like the music video where it was going, but it's not the best. It's just a decent graduation song in my opinion.
Mhm. Okay.
So like I'm not faulting anything is like it's decent, like it's not bad. As
Mhm.
long as it's not bad, I'm fine with it. Just to put in perspective. And then from there, I guess I'll go talk about uh the Nogi songs because they put the majority. Did wait, all of the songs from the single did they put up
Let's
already?
see. They did the main title track. They did Shirai Shimai's solo graduation song, the second gen
Second.
B side, and then this week they released the third gen B side, which is My Nichiga Brand New Day, and then the fourth gen B side, which is I See. They released the two music videos for that this week.
Okay, so I'll start off with the main single. Sorry, Ruka. What's the song title again? Damn.
幸せの保護色.
Okay. Sorry, I've not been literally paying attention to any 48, 46 group thing, so like I'm so out of this now. So the main song, um, I can see why people were very indifferent of the song on the Discord because it's not that good because like I said, like I'm now comparing these songs from like AKB or the 48 46 group songs to now like more underground idol songs, other idol groups. And for the most part, the majority of these songs are very subpar. Just in general, what I think. I just think they're all subpar songs.
Hmm.
Um, So I see why people are very indifferent of the main single that they had. Like, I feel like they could have definitely have done better for Shirai Shimai when it came to the main single song, not the graduation song. Like, I feel like they definitely should have done more for her in that respective. Um, it's just subpar. Even the music video, like they could have done something else. The tone, like the sound of the song could have definitely been better. Um, the funny thing is, I didn't. So when they revealed the song, they did this. They revealed the song in Nagoya Dome. So I could have been there, but I didn't go there because I didn't know about it. So I could have went to the Nogi concert. Shame on me for that, but um, a couple of my friends did go, like my club members. They went to the Nogi concert. They said it was good, but aside from that, okay, now Shirai Shimai's graduation song. I really enjoyed this graduation song. It didn't bring me to tears like Sakurai Reika's song did,
Hmm.
but I still really felt it. I felt the song,
See, that
and
was the same for me too.
I felt like it was a good enough graduation song for her.
Mm-hmm.
The music video wise, I enjoy the music video as well. I kind of did like the part where they just had this random girl just sing from when Shirai Shimai first started in Nogi in 2011, and
Mm-hmm.
then showing her progress from this little girl up into high school, middle school age, and then seeing like at the end just her admiring Shirai Shimai, and then just having basically the history of Shirai Shimai throughout the Nogi group as
Mm-hmm.
well. I enjoyed the music video and the song, so I'm happy for that. And then I just now listened to the second gen song right before this. And then besides Shirai Shimai's grad song, I'll just put that aside. But in general, the single overall, uh, besides Shirai Shimai's grad song, this is the best song. That, in my opinion, I think that this is the best song of the single, Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
The music, like, I say that it's the best song, but it's just decent. It's just decent, and yet it's the best song. Like that's just how I feel about this Nogi single overall. It's just subpar. Besides Shiraishi's grad song, like song's decent, music video was decent. So yeah.
All right, I
So
guess we can talk about the newest ones they released as well. I don't know if you had seen those already, but the
yes, I did.
all right. So first, the third gen song, "Mainichi Brand New Day." What did we think of that?
That one was released today or yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was
It was
either
just
today
one
or
of the two.
yesterday. It was recent.
Um, I just my opinion, better than the fourth gen song. I'll just say that at first.
Hmm.
Still subpar. Music video was better.
Hmm. No, I
I
liked
like
how they filmed the music video.
I liked how they did film the music video. Like it wasn't that bad,
Hmm.
but the beginning of the song. Okay, I don't know if it's just me for the song, but the like the background music, the instrumentals, literally, especially in the beginning, it sounded like Lion King. I'm not lying. It seriously felt like it was like a Lion King, one of the like Lion King songs, instrumentally.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else
I was trying to
feels
play
that
it back
same
through
way,
my head just now.
but
To me, this is just coming from me, but to me, like the progression of it felt similar to Stand By Me.
I didn't feel that. If I gotta
No?
be honest, I didn't feel that because "Stand by Me" is definitely more energetic and a better song. Um, like I'm trying to think.
I don't know, but
No,
yeah, I get what you mean. I felt like it needed a little bit more of like
it needed more.
more of an energy to it.
Yeah.
Like when it was hitting the chorus, I was expecting a little bit more of an oomph in the chorus, I guess.
Mhm. I mean, that's how I felt with all of the songs in this Nogi single. I just felt like there needed to be more, especially when it came with the chorus.
All right, then. I guess with that said, we can talk about the fourth gen music video, I See. So, with this one,
Uh,
I'm just gonna say I straight up thought this was gonna be a ballad. Because when I
Oh.
heard this and I heard it was going to be like the theme song for the mini series that the group is doing, and that was a drama. So I thought this is
Mm.
going to be a ballad, but it wasn't. It kind of took me aback initially because I was
Oh.
like, this isn't a ballad? Okay. But like when I watched the video, I was like, okay, this is a cute song and it's a cute video. But that's
It's
about all that I can say for it. It's like it was cute. The girls looked like they were having
uh
fun. And plus the little blooper reel that we got towards the end after the credits, that was pretty cute too. Just because I like blooper reels and bonus content like that.
this is probably my least favorite of the songs and music videos out of all the whole single besides Shirashimai's. Like I did not feel the song and music video whatsoever.
Mm,
It's just for me, I did not like it. Very
mm,
very subpar. Better
All right.
than better than Shitsuren Arigato, but
Yeah.
still subpar.
All right.
Oh,
I guess with that, we can move on to a couple more announcements. With the
oh.
coronavirus going on, we had a couple more events being postponed. So, Minagishi Minami's graduation concert was postponed, along with two other concerts for the Teammate National Tour. The Kanagawa concert in Yokohama Arena was postponed, and then the Teammate 6th anniversary concert was canceled. So
Mm-hmm.
that sucks.
Yeah.
And then for SKE48, Takayanagi Akane and Kataoka Narumi both postponed their respective graduations.
Mm-hmm.
So this means this has postponed Churi's graduation concert at Yokohama Arena. So again, really sucks to see, but again, it's like the girls and everyone's health that comes first.
Now the thing is, Uh, I kind of hope that they do this. I mean, it'd probably be weird, but like, I want them to have at least a double graduation concert now. Just have the same concert for Jarina and Shuri
See,
because
that's
they're
what
the
we've been saying too. That's what we've been thinking. Like, if this all comes down and if it's the timing is right, getting a Jurina and Akane double graduation concert, I think that would be amazing.
like. I just think that's the best that they could do at this point.
hmm
Mm.
Now, though, the groups have also they have been continuing to do their live streaming of stages. Of course, AKB at the theater has been doing the Team A through 4 stages in an empty theater, still live streaming on YouTube and stuff like that. And also, NMB Team N streamed. It wasn't the full stage, but it was some. It was a partial of their N Pride Team N stage at the theater.
Mm.
So definitely check that out if any of you are interested in seeing that.
I'm so god dang it, these birds. uh,
Yeah.
god
All
dang
right,
it.
then
I'm
I
so sorry.
guess we can move on. No, it's okay. It's okay.
These goddamn birds.
So next we can talk about the sales for AKB's latest single, Shitsuren Arigato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So for the Oricon charts, the single sold. This is right. 1,150,839 copies on the first day and topped the Oricon Daily Single charts.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Billboard Japan rankings, it sold 1,397,201 copies. Comparing it to the previous singles that came out, Sustainable, it had sold 1,500,000 79,966
Mm.
copies. So that is a bit of a drop.
I mean, well, there's two reasons. One, I feel because of the handshake events that they're not really having anymore because they have to cancel
Mm-hmm.
them. I feel like that's one, and then also just the song is terrible. So, but it's mainly because the handshake events are being canceled that I feel like the
Mm.
single isn't doing as well. I mean, honestly, I'm honestly still surprised that it even reached 1 million copies sold. If I had to be honest.
All right,
Anyway.
then. Next up, the group is planning to appear on FNS Spring Special Show this Saturday, actually, this weekend.
Mhm.
So the FNS 2020 Spring Music Special Haru wa Kanarazu Kuru revealed the first artist lineup yesterday, and it will
Mhm.
be aired on Fuji TV on March 21st. So alongside AKB, some of the artists that were announced to be on there, E-Girls is one of them, Koda Kumi, Mizuki Nana, one of my personal favorite artists actually, I love her. Nogizaka 46 as well. Da Bump is set to appear there as well.
Mhm.
And oh, okay, here's a note. Endless Shock Company, I don't know that artist, but their performance is going to be pre-recorded.
I don't know who they are. Never heard of
No.
them.
So yeah, but look forward to that regardless. And last up for the AKB section of news, Yokoyama Yui posted the first video on her personal YouTube channel, Yui-han Life. It was basically a channel trailer, gonna give us a feel for what her channel is gonna be like, and it looks really good.
I didn't see it, so.
Hmm. Nah, it looks like she's going to do a lot of different stuff on there. There's going to be vlogging and filmography and stuff like that. She's gonna do uh like interviews, like Q&As basically, and then it said she was gonna work on cover videos. And there was even a section
Okay.
where she was actually playing the violin. So I'm really
Really?
excited to see. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what she's gonna do with that.
Okay.
All right, next up with SKE48, we actually have a bit of an end of an era with one of their TV shows, very long running TV show, SKE48 no Aichiteru. It's a show that they use to promote like tourism in different parts of the Nagoya region. It
Mm.
just aired its final episode today in Japan time, tonight, I guess is what you would say.
Mm.
But yeah, the show had been airing for 9 years since April
Oh.
2011, so it was very long
Oh
running
wow.
show. And I remember
Oh.
seeing like a couple clips of it as well. It was really cool to see like the different locations they went to. And it was also neat because they had a woman in the corner who was doing like sign language.
Hmm.
So that was really cool. So yeah, kind of sad to see this show, after having such a long run come to an end. But
Hmm.
the group is going to be starting a new TV program on Nagoya TV. SK48 Gachi de Are Hajimechaimashita will be airing on April 17th. And just from the
Hmm.
preview photos that we've been given on the Nagoya TV's official Twitter account, from what it looks like, it looks like the girls are going to be challenging themselves to try different things. Like, just based on the title, that feels like the theme of the show is going to be having the girls trying things, trying to get out of their comfort zones, and trying new things. And even just from that first post, it looks like the girls were taking a dance class. So I'm
Hmm.
really interested in seeing what they're going to do with this show.
Okay.
All right, then next up, some pretty exciting news for the Nogizaka 46 Eikozen movie. Actress Hamabe Minami has been announced to be a part of the cast for the movie. Now, I don't know if
Okay.
you're familiar with her, Hamabe Minami, if you've heard of her.
No, I am not.
Well, I don't know. You may not recognize the name, but you have probably seen her before because she was actually the main character in the Kakegurui drama.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
her.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
She cut her hair. Her
I've
hair is
actually.
short now.
She was in another drama that I was watching recently. I'm not sure if it was in Japan on Netflix or somewhere else, but I think I remember watching her in some other drama and or movie
I know
recently.
that she has been in a couple. Yeah, she's been like her and Hashimoto Kana are like two big names of like young actresses who have been pushed a lot that I've seen a lot. Even the two of them did a commercial together, which was really cool. But yes, for Hanabe Minami's character, she will play an original character in the movie, actually, Haruko. She will be a member of the Kaminoyama High School Weather Research Club. According to the producer, Ueno Yuhei, she is a key character of the story. So, again, I haven't yet found the time to watch the Eikozen anime yet, but I am planning on watching it and checking it out because I am really curious to see what the drama in the movie is going to be like and how the girls are going to do it. And I am really interested in seeing it.
Mm,
So yeah, very excited for this.
okay.
All right, next up, I guess we can move on to Hinatazaka news. So Hinatazaka announced that they are getting their first radio show, Hinatazaka 46 no Hi. The
Nice.
radio show will begin on Nippon Cultural Broadcasting on April 5th. And
Mm,
that will air from 1830. Gotta check my clock. 6:30 Japan time. 6:30 p.m. Japan time. What I
okay.
mean. Sorry, I had to move over and like check my clock to make sure I
No.
was reading it right. Also, news regarding the Dasada series. So, Dasada will release a Blu-ray DVD of the drama, full drama, on May 22nd, which will come with a bonus video and a 60-page making of book. Furthermore, they announced that they will be holding a fashion show, the Hinatazaka 46 and Dasada Fall and Winter collection. More details on that will be announced later.
Okay.
So I have not caught up with the drama yet. I think I'm at the halfway point. I'm either at episode 6 or 7, but
No,
I'm
I'm
like
on
at
episode.
the halfway point. I'm in the second half of the show.
Oh, I am not. The last episode I watched was episode 2.
Oh,
So I'm not even close to being
well, then
caught
I'm
up.
not going to give you spoilers because things get pretty crazy. So I don't want to
Uh,
spoil anything. It's just such a fun, wild ride.
okay, but I wanna hear your opinion just overall. So for the Hinatazaka, because because when they were part of Keyakizaka's second show was terrible. Is this still better, like in retrospective of it being Hinatazaka's second drama, way better than Keyakizaka's
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
drama? Okay, I
Like,
just I
it's
just want to hear
fun.
your opinion on
The characters are really good and it's fun to see them work off each other. And it helps that the girls are really good actresses.
that. Okay,
So no,
okay.
yeah, comparing it to like Zankoku na Kankyakutachi, at least
Oh.
with Dasada, it's intentionally funny.
Mm,
But yeah, I'd
okay,
say compared to that, yeah, definitely better.
good.
Alright, then moving on next to graduated member news. I actually saw it this morning. They released the rehearsal footage for the Azumi Sengoku-hen stage play that Imaizumi Yui was the lead of. She looks so cool and such a badass with those action scenes. Again, really hope this is what another one of the stage plays that hopefully gets a TV airing because I really want to see this.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. All right, then next up, Maeda Atsuko was announced to be part of the cast for the movie adaptation of Caution Hazardous Wife, which will be releasing in June 5th later this year.
Okay.
So, for a brief summary of the movie's synopsis, which I'm reading on here from J Showbiz. So the movie will continue the story of the TV version, which it was originally a TV drama. While the female agent Isayama Nami, who is played by Ayase Haruka, came back to her home, her police officer husband, Yuki, who is played by Nishijima Hidetoshi, was pointing a gun at her. After half a year, the Isayama couple have a new life in a new city. Nami loses her memory, and Maeda Atsuko plays her psychology counselor.
Mm.
So this, just from the trailer, it's definitely a very action-heavy show. I haven't seen the original drama, but like just from this trailer, I was really interested in it. So yeah,
Mm.
anyone who is curious about that, I'd say look forward to it.
Okay.
All right, next up, this is actually really interesting. Jo Eriko recently made an Instagram account. I thought it was really cool seeing her after basically a year after she had graduated from NMB.
Mm. It's been a year. My God.
Yeah, and like some of her pictures on here showing like that she's been traveling. She's been to
Mm.
France.
Mm.
And also I was a little bit taken aback when I remembered that she's the same age as me.
Really?
No, yeah, she's only a couple months younger than me, but yeah, she's 21. So like it kind of took
Oh
me
my
aback when
God.
I saw one of her posts her being at a bar and I had to be like, "Wait, how old is she?" And I had to check her age and I'm like, "Oh, she's just a couple months younger than me."
Okay, I thought that she was older.
Oh, you thought that she was older.
Yeah, I thought that she was older.
Hmm. All right. Is there any other topic you would like to discuss for the graduated member, or not just graduated member, but anything here that maybe we haven't discussed yet that you're interested in?
Um, we can just do the rest of the news that we haven't talked about. The ones that's highlighted green, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I mean, why not?
All right. So, former NGT member Yamaguchi Maho, she recently released a digital photo book, Top Secret. The content is the uncut photos from Big Spirit Comics. The publisher is Shoga Kukan.
Mm.
I can actually pull up the cover here. It's really pretty. She looks really pretty in this. So yeah, there is that. And then this was pretty interesting. Iwasa Misaki will release her ninth single in April this year, actually.
Wasamin.
Hmm. Our favorite enka singer. So her
Yep.
ninth single, Migite to Hidarite no Blues, will release on April 22nd.
Mm.
So this is actually going to be released in three types. There is the limited edition, the regular edition, and then a collaboration edition, which is collaborating with the Umi Monogatari series.
Mm.
Uh, One of the coupling songs is going to be a cover version of Futari no Umi no Monogatari from Pachinko, which is part
Mm.
of the Umi Monogatari series. So like we can pull up the covers here as
Gotcha.
well. This is the this is all of the covers right here. And then this is the one for the Umi no Monogatari collaboration.
Mm.
I'd actually say I think this one is the regular edition. I'd say that one is my favorite. I don't know if you looked at them yet. Have you, Steve?
No, I have not.
Hmm.
Let me bring this up really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did you say is your favorite?
The regular edition, the second one.
The one with the character on it? Or
No,
no,
no.
just the one for okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like the first one of just her looking up.
Hmm. No, yeah, that's a
Whatever
good one too.
whatever edition that is.
And Michael, I know that you have been muted for most of the recording, but if you're here right now, if you want, is there anything that you want to talk about if you're here right now?
Oh, I would feel like you'd want to talk about that Kayaki.
No,
That
yeah.
Kayaki news.
He said that he was probably going to be busy on his end, so we'll see. Hopefully. I guess in the meantime, I can bring up things have kind of calmed down over in the K-pop side of things. Like Luna ended promotions for So What. They recently wrapped that up. And still very happy that they were able to get their first music show win. That was really cool of them.
Mm.
I know that they recently did a V Live where it was just the girls in their practice room playing different games. They had done one of those before, and so this was the second one that they did. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've only seen a couple of clips, but I need to see the whole thing because just the clips that
Mm.
we saw, these girls are absolutely crazy and I love them for it. One of the games that they were playing, you know the mozzarella cheese game?
Yes, I do.
It's basically a variation of that, and except it's called the orange game. So it's like you slowly just got to get louder and crazier as you go. And it's just so wild, some of these girls. No, all of them really. They just have they're just absolutely wild. Plus it was funny towards the end seeing them dance to Justin Timberlake.
Mm.
That was pretty funny. I was not expecting that. So yeah, I need to check that out. Uh oh yeah, even though it's no longer this date in Japan, it is still technically March 19th over here, so Miyawaki Sakura recently it was her birthday. Happy birthday to
Was
her.
it? Oh
Yeah, it
wow.
was. And it was cool. They did a special V Live live stream too where they had a celebration for her. And actually, she actually had a little surprise. She brought out a cake that was for Cheon and Minju because they already had their birthdays, but they weren't able to celebrate it with their fans. So they thought, we're going to celebrate it here and we're all
Mm.
going to celebrate these birthdays together. So that was really awesome. That was really sweet.
Wait, how old is Sakura now? I have not been paying attention to her
Sakura?
age. Yeah, how old is she now?
I'm pretty sure she's the same age as me. At
21?
least. Hold on.
I don't know. Sakura.
Yeah, she's 22. She's the same age as me, just a couple
She's
months older.
22?
Yeah, 22.
What? Oh my god. Really? It doesn't feel like. Oh my
I know
god.
it's kind of crazy to think about. Also, ITZY, another group that I follow, they're currently doing promotions for their latest comeback, and they recently just got their first win for Wannabe on M Countdown. So congrats to them.
Mhm.
Awesome for getting their first win. Yeah, but I'd say that's about everything I know that I want to talk about. Uh, is,
Okay.
is there anything on your end?
Uh, yes. Something that does involve SKE and SKE member,
Hmm.
Pseudo-Akari. So this also pertains to my group as well, at least somewhat. And it just pushing it. So Takuya P, the producer of BSJ Project, he does this show with Suda Akari, a YouTube series called Dare Yanen DX. And a new video of it just came up. This is probably terrible. Plus it's flipped, so you can't see. But as you can see, that's Suda Akari. So
Hmm.
they and then in this video, I didn't watch the full thing. I think I watched the first 6-7 minutes of the video, so I have to finish it. But essentially, they go to ryokan. There's like 10 fans that go to a ryokan with Suda Akari and Takuya P or whatever, and they just chill. I guess. I mean, I only watched the first 6, 7 minutes out of the
Hmm.
30 minutes of the video. So if you can watch that, please go watch that. Then you'll see who Takuya P is. He's a crazy person in a good way. He's crazy in a good way. But
Okay.
he does have connections with Suda Akari,
Hmm.
so
All
there's
right.
that. And then if it's fun just for me to talk a little about myself and my final times, I guess, in Japan. Unless you do you want to bring up the Kayaki stuff first? If
I mean, well, I just sent Michael a message, so I assume once he gets back, we'll talk about it then. So you can go ahead and talk about it.
Okay, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I guess I'll give you a basic rundown of the final week or so of me being in Japan.
Hmm.
So there was a lot of things that I wanted to do, and actually, the ironic thing is, when I was in Japan, I was sick the whole entire time. I was sick essentially every single month that I was in Japan at some point in time. So, and it just ironically that the last month that I was in Japan, I wasn't sick. So that's
Hmm.
but anyways, so I was in a club, the Nanzan Idol Kenkyukai, and we were supposed to do a performance on uh April 4th, no, 3rd, 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd. We were supposed to do performances on April 2nd and 3rd, but obviously, I got sent back, so I can't perform with them, so that's fantastic. It doesn't really matter because my dancing is terrible anyway. So during our final dance practice, we ended up taking videos together and pictures just for memories, pictures,
Hmm.
like a group picture. I'm not gonna give away the song that I would. Well, there was two songs I was supposed to be in, but there was just one song in particular that I danced to. I'm not gonna give that away because I don't know if anybody's watching Japan that knows Nanzan Idol Kenkyu guy. I would just leave that as a surprise for the set list. But I ended up doing that and then seeing how terrible I was at dancing afterwards. It's real funny. But the funny thing is, I think it was a day or two before, I went to karaoke with my friends just as a farewell party, some of my Japanese friends, and I did this one song that we were doing, and obviously, like I don't understand my friends 100% of the time because everything's in Japanese. And then I noticed while I'm doing, and by the way, I'm drunk at this point because I'm like three strong zeros in. That we're 9% strong zeros in, and I noticed that my friend is recording me while I'm singing. He recorded me while I'm singing this, and I'm obviously messing up because I'm drunk, and I sound terrible because I'm drunk. So during practice, Um, they ended up putting like on the speaker, like they were doing the song on the speaker. Then all of a sudden, when they play the song, all of a sudden I just hear my voice just come out, and it just was the most embarrassing. It was so embarrassing because I wasn't expecting that to happen. And it was just like, oh no, it just sounded terrible, and just the girls are all laughing because I was the only guy in the group at this point. And I'm just like, no, it was so, and this is out in public too, in like a public space on a speaker. So like, it was so embarrassing.
Wow.
Um, but then later that day on that Wednesday, so I ended up bringing a couple of my foreign friends from Nanzan to go see my group, Owen Shoujo, well, part of BSJ Project. I went and brought my friends to some of the shows. So, and Tokyo P was really happy. The members were really happy that I brought foreigners to the show because I'm the only one that does, and that's probably kind of like what's expected of me. Like, of course, I'm the one that brings the foreigners, and to what maybe will be shocking to you, and especially when I told Derek about this, I was like, this might be the first time where there was at least half of the audience, or at least, well, at one point there was more than half of the audience was just foreigners to an idol show in Japan. So that's amazing just to hear in itself. Um, had fun with my friends. And then on the Wednesday, the day before I came back, which is when I had my final dance practice, and then also the last time seeing my group. But at this time, I'm like, I'm going to be staff in the future. So, like, I'm like, I can't do fan things. Like, I already told, like, the producer and the the theater manager, I'm like, I can't do anything a fan can do. I just have to just sit, like, stand in the back. And it killed me. It killed me so much, Ruka, because like I already knew, because I already told them in advance that that was gonna be my last show, and then that was gonna be my send off party or whatever there. And just me having to stand in the back, not being able to chant and do like anything, it just killed me on the inside because I knew it was the last time I would be able to see them for like a year and a half until I graduate. Like it killed me, but continuously the theater manager was like, Steve, just go, just do the chants. I'm like, I can't, because I'm going to be staff, like I can't do this. The fans were like confused why I'm not joining in like the calls, the mixes. They're like, why aren't you doing this? I'm like, I can't. So it ended up being because the theme of their um, theater performance that day was supporting supporting people, and I knew it was coming. It's like, like I knew it was coming. So they're like, yeah, so this, like, our theme day is about supporting people, and they're like, there's, and then Anna goes up. She's like, yeah, there's one person in particular, special person in particular, where we have to give a ton of support to. Calls on me, brings me up on stage, and
Aww.
I'm just like, oh no, because I'm like just trying to just chill in the back, not do anything. So I go up on stage and I talk to Derek about this later. He's like, Steve, you don't even understand how special that is, because that is unheard of. And especially like allowing, because I'm not technically staff yet, because I'm still considered a fan. But he's like, allowing a fan on stage and then nonetheless that you're a foreigner, like that is something. That's quite something, Steve. Like that's like, yeah, so they brought me up on stage, and then they're like, "You're gonna dance with us." I'm like, "What? Like, what do you mean I'm gonna dance with?" And it's even worse 'cause, like, I don't know any of the choreography to their dances, so I embarrassed myself so hard because I did not know that. Like, there's only one part of the dance that I know, but the whole entire thing, like, I did not know what I was doing. I embarrassed myself in front of so many people because there were more fans at this live than usual. that came. So like, if I embarrassed myself because I also brought my one of my friends from my college as well, and she brought her dad to go see the show. Like, but it was so embarrassing. Like I had to give like a speech, but because I'm in the moment, and plus it's Japanese, like I didn't really was able to say anything because I only said like one or two sentences
It was a lot, basically.
because like I couldn't think because I'm in the moment. It's in Japanese. I'm supposed to talk, but it was a blast. And then like afterwards, after the show, they're like the fans are like, you have to do an encore. You have to start the encore. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't do it because I'm gonna because I kept on reminding people. I'm like, I cannot do this because I'm supposed to be becoming staff when I come back, and I can't do fan things. And it was just the very awkward moment because the fans are looking at me. Then the theater manager looks at me. It's like, and I'm like, crap. I have to start the encore to this, even though I'm not supposed to. So I started the encore. I started the encore off. They came back. I'll probably be showing pictures of the live because I have a few pictures on my phone because Takio P sent them to me. Overall, it was a fantastic final live, and then I did talk to Derek afterwards because I talk to Derek sometimes.
Hmm.
And he's like, you should have just did everything from the beginning, all the fan stuff, because they gave you permission to do that, like the theater manager and Takio P. They gave you permission to do staff things. So he's like, you should have just went full out, just doing fan things at that point. I'm like, god dang it. So it is a little bit of a regret right there, but it's perfectly fine. Like I still had a blast during my last thing there. I was very hesitant on taking a checky with Anna because I'm like, I can't do fan things. So it ended up being where like the theater manager like brought me to her line, and then Anna is just dragging me along to just take a checky. I'm like, I guess I have to do this. And the thing is, like, one of the fans, because I gave away like all of my stuff from like their gotchas and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. He bought me two checky tickets, which would give me like a signed checky. He's like, here, have this. I'm like, I can't do this. Like he personally bought it for me, and I'm just like, so it was fantastic. And then actually the members, and I'm pretty sure Takia P and Tanaka-san, the theater manager, did this for
Oh,
me. So a very nice message, all of them nice, telling me
oh,
they're waiting for me to come back.
that's awesome.
So this is a precious item to me. So yeah. So there's that. So I've had a very fun time in Japan.
Hmm.
Sadly, I have to wait a year and a half in order to see them again and to work with them. And I was ready because they were having that Tokyo performance on August 4th, not August, April 4th and 5th. So I was going to go with them as somewhat partial staff because I asked Takio P if like, you know what, like would it be fun if I can become staff for those 2 days? And he's like, yeah, you can come with us. I'm like, yeah. So I was about to go to Tokyo with them and work as somewhat staff, like a temporary staff. So like that sucks as well. And then also BSJ Project has two new Kenkyusei
Hmm.
as well. So I had Takio P properly introduce me. See the thing that's different about the two Kenkyusei compared to the other project members is that at this point, like I'm not technically a fan. Like I gave up my me being a fan, so it's kind of just professional at that point because they don't know me. Like they don't really see me as a fan, I guess, because they're
Hmm.
new. So I won't be able to see the new Kenkyusei for another 1 or 2 years, or 1.5 years until I come back
Hmm.
as well. But yeah, I just can't wait to go back to Japan just to
Hmm.
start working.
No, like I'm glad you
Uh,
had a blast over there while you were there.
yeah. Is there anything else that you want to ask me, I guess, for my experience in Japan? You and or Mike, if he gets back. I'll try my
I think
best to
he is
answer.
back actually. Michael, you're with us, right? Okay, well he was here. I know that he was here.
So is there anything that you want to ask me about just my
His
whole entire
family is being
experience?
loud. Uh oh man, I don't know. Just 'cause like what was the food like, I guess?
Um, well, because I'm a picky eater, this doesn't
Ah.
help. But so I mainly had ramen at the ramen place across from, because the BSA theater is in if anybody has been to Nagoya or Osu, just Osu in particular, because they're in Osu. The theater is in the Beimeho building, and across the street there's a ramen shop called Kune Kune Ramen. They're kind of like partners with this ramen shop at this point because they even did their own song for Kune Kune Ramen.
That
So I
sounds
mostly
awesome.
so I did I mostly went there and I had ramen most of the time. And then other than that, I had convenience store food.
Mm.
That sounds like completely would be like, why do you just buy convenience store food or conveni food is what we call it, because conveni food is edible in Japan and it's good.
No, yeah,
You
that's what
can't.
I've heard is like food from like Japanese convenience stores is like really good.
Yeah, they're really good, and plus the thing is they have seasonal items too, so
Mm.
they keep on changing like their food items, like their chickens and their, well,
Mhm.
I want to say like nikumans, just mons in general. Like they keep on changing like their items just for the season, which is really good.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I went to the conveni like almost every single day because the conveni food is good as well.
Mhm.
And then Nagoya is famous for their chicken wings.
Mm.
So I went to a couple places to have chicken wings. There's one place in particular, it's a chain restaurant
Mm.
called Sekai no Yamachan's. It's pretty famous
Oh.
in the Nagoya area because their wings are so good. So yeah, if you go to Nagoya, go to Sekai Yamachan's for their
Mm.
wings. They have two flavors of wings. They have this one sort of sauce wing, and then their regular wings, which are spicy wings.
Mm.
There's like a dry rub spice. So there's that. What other kind of foods did I have? I didn't really have fish that much,
Mm.
if I think about it. There were a couple times, especially because in the wintertime, I bought ice cream in ice cream bars a lot,
Mm.
even in school. And then I had my Japanese friends and just people just like in my college, like the Japanese people are like, "Why are you eating ice cream? It's winter." I'm like, well, in America, it doesn't matter the season. We eat ice cream all year round. It doesn't matter if it's freezing cold
That's
outside.
true.
We will eat ice cream. So I had to explain myself to even my host family. But so about that, I still feel really bad for my host family because I wasn't really home at all. Because I came home at like midnight, 11:30 p.m. every single night, mostly because I was out mainly watching idol shows. Um, well, when I was an idol fan. Um, so there was that. Um, is there any other question that you want to ask me?
No, not that I can think of immediately, but again, I'm just really happy
Mhm.
that you got to spend your time there in Japan.
Yeah, it's Japan's so much better than in my opinion. It's just so much better. So my life, my Japanese life is just so much better than my American life. Like I have now that I've come back, and especially now, like I'm not particularly in my college right now, where like I can't even see my American friends right now. And then even with the
Mm.
coronavirus Um, classes for my American colleges are now all online as well. So like I can't even like see my friends here. So it's like I went from a place where I enjoyed my life every single day, whether it was hanging out with the exchange student friends, my that were in like my classes, my Japanese friends, or with idols. Like I'm coming back here to America where there's nothing for me essentially. So it's in that regard, it's kind of sad.
Mm.
Um, let's see what else. What else is there? Um, I just really want to recommend some Nagoya idols.
Mm.
And if you're visit Nagoya, please try to visit the BSJ theater, please, and then
Mm.
tell them that you heard it from me.
Mm.
It would be fantastic.
All right. If I ever get the chance to go to Japan and visit Nagoya, that's definitely something I want to check out. By your recommendation, like totally.
Mm. And like I don't know if this is a thing that I should be saying, but even though like well, BSJ project, well particularly Owen Shoujo, the one of the two big groups from the project, one of the two main groups, my main group in particular, although they are my group, it's not like it's kind of weird to say this, like their style of music isn't my style of music, even though they are my group. Because the members, I love all the members so much. Like they're essentially like I feel like they're like my friends to a point. Like there was one of the members, Miyu, that would make fun of me every single like a lot. She would laugh at me all the time. So, but there was like one of the members that I didn't really talk to within the group. Um, but yeah, just getting to know just everybody in that project. Um, so please see them if you can.
Mhm.
Uh, if you go to Osu, in the Osudori, like I said, it's next. So the Beimeho building is next to Osu 301. The theater's on the second floor. There's a Denny's on that floor. If you go straight, it's not the theater is next to the arcade. Please go.
Hmm. All right.
um, mm, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked and
It's okay.
distracted.
It's okay.
Let's see
But yeah,
what
I
else.
guess we'll wrap it up
Mm,
because Michael, things are still busy on his end. We'll talk about the Kakizaka news to wrap this up. So, a
Um,
new Aeon Card web movie was released in collaboration with that, the commercial for that. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll definitely try to check it out.
Hello?
Maybe once they. Oh, hello,
Hello.
Michael. So yeah, we
I'm
just got
alive.
started talking about the new Aeon Card web
Yep.
movie. If you want to go ahead and talk about it briefly.
Uh, well, it was Sugai, Moria, and Tamura.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
it was again in the same office setting as last time. And
Hmm.
yeah,
mm,
Hono and Yuka are co-workers. And Nen is like the voice of wisdom.
Mhm.
I can't really explain it, but it was really cute.
But yeah, definitely interested in seeing that. And there is another piece of Kyakizaka news that I know you must be excited about.
More Nen news. I'm happy with that. Wait, where's hold on? It
Okay.
is magazine, but yeah. Morio will appear alongside Kobayashi in on next month's issue of With magazine. It's the magazine that Kobayashi is a regular model for anyway.
Ooh.
Just added
mm.
men.
Mhm.
I'll take it. And I'm very impatient for tomorrow because more Nen. She's appearing in the TV show tomorrow, and I'm like so impatient.
That's right. The Kakurembo one?
Yes,
Yeah, the hide and seek. The celebrity hide and seek. I'll have to try and check that out if I can find it. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
genuinely just extreme hide and seek.
Genuinely.
Genuinely.
Uh-huh.
Because I know the last time they did the show, Naka Erika was on it. It was funny, to say the least.
Hmm.
So, Yeah, that's me done.
Okay.
All right, then. I'd say that wraps up the news for this week,
Sorry.
then.
Ruka, is there one more? There's a couple things. So I want to know, did you guys end up watching one of the Slope podcast's new video where they were guessing who would be the center?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it
I've
yet.
not seen it either.
It's pretty funny.
What was
the
it?
Slope
The center
podcast,
for Kyakizaka's next single, you mean?
yeah, like
Okay,
who
I
they were
haven't seen
picking.
it yet. I'll have to look.
It was really funny. All I gotta say is, poor Uemura. Poor Uemura. And then also, have you guys been watching either Nanabu no Nichini's anime and or Oshi Budokan at all?
I've watched the first episodes of both, but I haven't had the time to continue watching them from that point
I'm the
off.
same.
And I feel bad about it because both of those are still, like, I'm interested in seeing them, but I just, like, keep getting sidetracked with other stuff, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would definitely recommend Oshi Budokan over Nanabu no Nichini's, at least in my feel like I feel like that anime is definitely better because Nanabu no Nichini's anime just doesn't fit right because you saw the first episode, Ruka,
Yeah,
how
I
they're
saw the
adding
first
this
episode.
where they're adding this like weird sci-fi element with this wall thing, and it's like it just feels so off. I don't know. That's just me. Like I felt
But
like
no, yeah, Oshibudokan is one I definitely want to continue watching because I remember really enjoying the first episode.
yes, it's a really good show, especially if you are an Idol fan because it is from an Idol fan's perspective.
And
And
it is
then
talking about underground idols as well. Like the group that they're
yes,
supporting are Chica idols.
yes, yes they are. So and the new episode just came out today, so there's 1 week left in this season. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to be in the series or if this just for season 1. Because I know that there's more content that they could do with the manga, as far as I know. So I'm thinking that this like next week might be the end of just season 1. But I guess I'll have to find out on that. But I would recommend at least people watching this to watch Oshi Budokan. Oshi ga Budokan itekara shinu. I think that's the full name. So yes, please go watch that at least for my recommendation. And like I said, please watch Dare Yanen
Dareyanen
DX.
DX.
Yes, please go watch that if you can. So, do you guys have any
Michael,
recommendations?
is there anything, a quick recommendation you want to bring up?
There's a VOD of Nen's recent showroom that's out. It was a fun one.
Oh yeah, it was the one she did with Yuka, and later Tenchan later came on. Yeah, yeah, I saw a couple clips of that too. That looked really cute.
No, Nen kind of took put out the Wiz one in her, and she did like some
I
of the
saw
hand
that. I saw that.
one.
She did the Nekoya, the hand thing.
Wiz one people. I'll take it.
All right, then I guess since we're talking about recommendations, I'll wrap this up as a quick recommendation. Luna, when they had their short radio series on Naver Now, which it was only like 4 broadcasts. I haven't heard all of them yet. I only heard the 4th and final one that they did, but basically they released basically the studio footage of like when the girls were actually recording in the booth. And the 2 most recent ones that they put out were of the radio drama skits that the girls were doing. So it's basically you're getting to hear the members acting. And then also it's just that added bonus because you're seeing them recording, and they're reading the scripts live. And so you're seeing the girls reacting to each other when they're reading the lines. And some of the girls are cringing hard at some of the stuff that they say, especially in the first one. because it's like a love story. And so, like, one member in particular, Kimlet, because she's playing the leading male love interest, and she is cringing so hard at some of her own lines because she's like, I don't say this stuff in real life. But yeah, just both of those were really cute. Both of those got subbed and released by Team Subbits. They're a really awesome translating fans translation group that does a lot of translations for a lot of Luna comments. So I'd say definitely check that out. And that wraps it up for this week's video. So if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and comment about some of your thoughts on what we discussed here today. Subscribe to our channel and also our second channel for our reactions to idol content. And we'll see you guys in the next video whenever we make it. So until then, bye-bye!
Bye-bye.